Hello again, this is Heero Uzuki with part 96 of my Fallout New Vegas Let's Play, the game in which the White Glove Society, the evening wear enthusiasts of the Ultralux, they used to enjoy a bit of the other white meat before banning it under their charter, supposedly. And they were about to go back to those dark, demented, sociopathic ways until I showed up. You're welcome, by the way. Anyway, with that done and over with, should have probably go and let him know that the house has gone bust. I went upside the house's head with an iron. I'm fairly certain that's not how he imagined he would go out. Seriously, why couldn't you make this a fast travel location? I've got to walk all the way there again. No, it seems like the guy who was here got unstuck. Or maybe the door stopped talking to him.
Hello.
Hi.
Report. Is Mr. Howe still a threat?
No, I got rid of him.
Then that's one more nuisance we won't have to worry about. Good work. Our efforts haven't gone unnoticed either. The brass have been throwing around the idea of having the president visit the dam for a while now, to rally the troops and boost morale and such.
When are you gonna fucking
With our
pay me?
recent achievements, they finally feel secure enough to stage the damn thing. But while it's being planned, I have one last mission for you.
Of course you do.
Several years ago, we managed to wrest the Helios 1 solar power station from the Brotherhood of Steel chapter local to this area. It was a crushing victory, but no one's heard a peep from the Brotherhood since. Most people assume the Brotherhood is scattered and not a threat. Recently, we've had scouts go missing in an area west of Helios, and I'm concerned that the Brotherhood is involved. I want you to find them, and once you do, finish them for good. Any questions?
Right, sure.
After the battle, we consolidated our hold on the plant before pursuing our enemies. It was a mistake, to be sure, but there wasn't really any place for them to go. When we finally gave chase, however, they had simply vanished. Some of our people think they had some means of conveyance, like the vertibirds the Enclave used, and hightailed it out of here. I think that they found some place to hide close to Helios, and never went that far at all. Any other questions?
When are you gonna pay me?
A fair question, and one I've had our strategists think about for some time. Their consensus is that we must focus on the one thing we can count on. With the Brotherhood, that's their obsessive attachment to technology. They'd never go anywhere that didn't have working power. I'm willing to bet that wherever they're hiding, there's a working reactor powering their equipment. That's their vulnerability. Detonate that reactor, and we can safely cross the Brotherhood off our list of concerns.
Our list of
anything else?
concerns? You're the only one concerned.
Don't even think about it. Any Brotherhood survivors likely harbor a deep grudge against us. We can't afford to leave such an enemy alive.
Oh, I'm already
Any other
thinking about it.
objections? Maybe you'd like to bring the Brotherhood some flowers.
I'm sure that'd be nice.
Dismissed.
I need to talk to you about something, if you have a minute.
Let's hear it.
Any day now? Caesar's going to try to march across Hoover Dam and kick NCR out
You
of
were there when I
Mojave.
killed him dead.
We're getting caught up in something important. out here.
Inadvertently, mind
Hell,
you.
after how you handled Benny, you're practically right in the middle of all this. I know I'm just along for the ride, but it's made me think about the past and how I might be able to help out.
What are you talking about?
I wasn't always with the followers. Or with the NCR.
I know. You were with the
My late
the
father
Enclave.
was an officer in a group called the Enclave.
Well, your father was.
A remnant of America's pre-war government. Memories being short around here.
Should you really
not a
be
whole
telling
lot of
me
people
about this?
remember them.
In the middle of the
They did
NCR?
bad things. Terrorized communities, kidnapped people. Eventually someone stopped them. I was born a few years later at a military base on the coast, a place called Navarro. After the Enclave's command structure fell apart, it was only a matter of time before Navarro was overrun by NCR forces. My mother and I left with some of the troopers from my father's old unit, the same people I've kept in contact with over the years.
Again,
Anyone
should
who
you
didn't
really be
get
telling
out
me this
was
stuff
killed
in the
by
middle of the NCR?
Even some of the ones who escaped were eventually hunted down by the Brotherhood of Steel. A lot of different places. I only know what I was told. Some of them were cut down by the NCR and the Brotherhood. Some of them went east. My mother never told me what happened to my father, but she and I went south with some others and integrated into the NCR. When the NCR learned that Enclave personnel had integrated, we kept moving to the fringes. It's one of the reasons why I wound up out here. The Enclave did a lot of bad things, but there were good people at Navarro. Good people with a lot of experience. Not many of them are alive anymore, but I think they can make a difference in the fight against Caesar.
You think or you know?
That's a hard question to answer. I know I don't want the Legion to take Hoover Dam. So militarily, yes, I want them to help NCR. If possible, I'd like to figure out a way to help the NCR win Hoover Dam without holding New Vegas. Great. I'd like you to talk to the old-timers, the Remnants. I don't think I could convince them by myself. To them, I'm still a kid.
Of course
But
you
you're
are.
a big part of what's happening out here. When you talk to them, they'll understand how important this all is. I've kept in contact with them over the years, so I know where you can find them. But I doubt they'll open up to you unless I come along.
Right.
I know I'm not always the most serious guy around, but this means a lot to me. Thanks.
And here we have our last
Hello.
companion quest. No, this way. Where am I going? So let's go ahead and take care of this real quick, and we don't have to go the violent route like she wants us to.
What a shame.
Hold on. There we go. Much better. A diplomatic approach is what we're going with, and it wouldn't have been possible if we had unseated McNamara. It's important to have the foresight to plan for darker days, you see. Wrong way. Hello.
Greetings, my friend. I hope I can be of some assistance to you.
In a diplomatic approach, yes.
I suppose it was only a matter of time. I wonder if, given the NCR's current situation, they would consider a truce of sorts.
They'll
We've
accept
given
it.
up our claim to Helios, and we don't have any interest in claiming Hoover Dam, so our ambitions are not at crossed purposes. Perhaps it's time for a new strategy. Go to the NCR commander and tell her the Brotherhood is willing to put aside our enmity for the time being.
Right.
Further, tell her that we are willing to send troops to aid in their coming defense of the dam. My guess is they're in no position to refuse.
How right you are. Yep, I went with the diplomatic approach. I didn't go with her absolutely stupid idea of killing the Brotherhood. And if she doesn't like it, she can sit on it and rotate. Thank you. It's free ammo. Why wouldn't we take it? Now then. Let's see about recruiting the Enclave Remnants. What are you shooting at? Oh, that is a bit of a problem, isn't it? There we go. Problem solved. I'm kind of surprised you guys let that thing in here.
Is there something else I can do for you? I'm intrigued, so I'll go to this reunion. I'll be handing things over to Calamity, so talk to her if anything comes up. Oh, you'll need my word from the passphrase to get into the bunker. Friends. Don't forget it. Promising, but I won't be able to synthesize the drug anytime soon. I really should get back to my work.
I guess.
Yes, yes.
What's up?
I think you know what's up. You were right here listening to the conversation. See, we got the scientist. Let's go recruit the vertibird pilot.
Doc Henry always was a hard one to figure out. It didn't seem to matter whether he was working with humans or dogs. He had an equal lack of affection for both. A regular Diogenes. I'm not sure what the man was after. Knowledge is power, but to what end for Henry, I have no idea. The problem was what mattered to him, not its practical impact. He simply solved riddles because they existed.
Simply.
Not everyone dreams of being a revolutionary, I suppose. Maybe we can't all change the world. Maybe it's enough just to do good for the short time that we're here. No one's going to sing Doc Henry's praises when he's gone. But he's probably saved more lives than I ever will.
Hi.
Fine weather for flying. It's times like these that make me miss it all.
How convenient.
Told you everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird.
But you
There's
can
a
still
chance
fly,
I
right?
could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason.
Great.
But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear. I was never happier than when I was in the cockpit. I was able to go just about anywhere and everywhere, limited only by the fuel I could carry.
Damn.
There were
rabbits on
more than
fuel.
a few missions where I took the scenic route home just so I could stay in the air. Caught hell for it every time, but worth it. Some of the things we did were questionable, I know. That's just how it was back then. Figure I've done enough good to make up for any sins, anyhow.
If you say so.
Watch your six out there.
Isn't that why I've got a meat shield around?
Since my mother died, Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She was the only other woman close to my father, too. She flew him out on over a dozen missions, including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants. Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen.
How
Being in
nice.
the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly. It broke her heart to be grounded. As screwed up as it sounds, at least she was a part of something. Granted, it was something
Questionable, I know.
admittedly pretty bad, but it was something. If you spent the first half of your life flying Enclave troopers in a vertibird, I suppose picking over pre-war rocket parts doesn't quite compare.
All right, let's keep going.
Here we
How you holding up?
Here we go.
No need to worry. Taken care of. Cannibal Johnson's cave. Guess who's here? Guess who lives here? Ow. I'm fine, I'm fine.
Well, it's about damn time. What took you... Oh,
Oh.
I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now, and I thought he'd finally showed up to collect. He's just mocking me now.
Is that right?
Thought I recognized the fellow with you. So what's this reunion all about then? Well, now there's an interesting idea. Do a bit of good before we're all dead and forgotten. You can count me in. Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My word is old. Appropriate, huh?
If you say so.
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong in the Enclave, it would definitely be Johnson. He hated what the Enclave was doing.
Is that right?
Day to day, week to week, he would question orders, subvert mission objectives, do anything he could to serve without serving. It's amazing he was never court-martialed. He always had good things to say about my father. Said I was like him in a lot of ways. I wish I knew.
I wish I was a fish. No, not really. Though I do wish I had $1 million.
I grew up without him. I'll always feel like something is missing from my life, but you're right. It's not like I'm the only kid in the wasteland who's grown up without a dad. Johnson always said my father was a good man.
And just
If
take him
that's
at
the
his
only
word.
thing about me that's like him, that's enough for me.
All right. Such riveting gameplay. Yeah, I could mention that they've got a bit of a hole in the fence over here, but I think they should fix that themselves. They should nose it and fix it themselves. Hello.
Looks like I forgot to lock the doors again.
Yep.
If you're with the NCR, get out. This place is mine, and I'm not leaving.
You can have it. Don't worry.
In a while, Arcade. So, what's the point of all this? Can't find any younger mercenaries?
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
You can thank the NCR for that one. Wait, this isn't on behalf of the NCR, is it? Yeah, it does. There's not a chance you'll find me helping the NCR in any way. They've caused me too much grief. Oh, I'll come. But depending on the plan, I might not be staying. Keep that in mind.
All right.
Arcade might have mentioned there's a passphrase needed to get
Not to
into the
worry about
bunker.
that.
My part is remember. Oh, like you wouldn't believe. The NCR makes a habit out of wrecking homes. I came out here to get away from them. Didn't work out so well. Next thing I know, I'm squatting in their land. Never mind that I already been living here for years.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Nice to know that you'll be coming to the reunion.
Moreno took the fall of the Enclave hard. He never questioned his orders, never questioned the legitimacy of what the Enclave was doing.
Must have been at
To
odds
him,
with Jackson.
it was all one unbroken
Johnson,
chain,
sorry.
from Washington to Richardson. When we left Navarro, I remember looking up at Moreno. He said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." When we left the Enclave behind, the love in him burned itself out. Now there's just a bitter old man left. It's been decades, you know. By now, he's been out of the Enclave longer than he was in. Most people know when to hang it up and start over. But not Moreno.
I guess because he's a patriot. Anyway, one more. One more and we're done.
West side, huh? I passed through here with another follower a while back, Anderson. The locals were having a lot of trouble getting water through.
Mark my words, won't be long before the Legion and NCR butt heads over Hoover Dam. You don't strike me as someone down on their luck. What brings you to West Side?
You, apparently.
Hello, Arcade. Making some new friends, are you? Why the need for a bunch of old war horses like us? Swooping in on a vertibird, guns blazing? Haven't
Sure.
done that in years, but all right, I'm in. None of this means a thing if the rest of the group doesn't show up, though. Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get into the bunker. Navarro. I miss those days sometimes. We all had a purpose, you know? I admit that some of the folks in charge were pretty ruthless. The rest of us, though, we were just trying to civilize things. The NCR was still new, and it didn't look like they'd last all that long.
Still
Then
doesn't
we
seem
lost
that
the
way.
oil rig, and shortly after that, the base at Navarro. Nobody left except us remnants. Internal sabotage took down the oil rig. Never did get the full story. The NCR took out Navarro, saying we posed a threat to the region. Uh-huh.
Alright, let's get going.
Judah Krieger is the glue that's kept us all together over the years, and with good reason. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting fragged is one hell of a leader. Krieger was polite and kind, but never warm. He always did his best to make me feel welcome in the group.
Nice
I think
to
he
know.
did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father. Loyalty means a lot to Judah. Not loyalty to the Enclave, or even the ideals they fought for, but to the people who served with him. Sometimes I wonder how much of my father they see in me. They went through a lot together, but my family went through it too. I'm glad they've watched out for me all these years. Maybe someday I can return the favor.
Maybe. But, you gotta survive, dude. Now, off to the bunker.
Hey,
Hello. Don't ask me how I got out here, don't ask me what I'm doing. I'm serious, don't ask. Some questions are left best unanswered, and if you keep pestering, I might have to kill you. So, yeah, don't ask. And here we are. Looks a lot like Raven Rock, huh? Kinda, sort of.
Glad to see you made it here all right. So, who are we going up against? Then that's the plan. We're gonna have a problem with Moreno, though.
Of course
He won't
there's
like
gonna be a
that we're
problem.
helping the NCR. You'll have to talk to him. Day one, we didn't. It's as simple as that. The rest of us moved on while Moreno didn't. Still, I'm not convinced Moreno hates the NCR as much as he thinks he does. You still might be able to talk him out of leaving.
As long as you have a speech stat of 80, you can do it.
He won't turn on us, but he's a good shot, and I'd hate to do this without him. I stopped being Moreno's officer a long time ago. Everyone here respects me, but they don't need to follow my orders. Not anymore. You've got only one chance at this. I know Moreno. Once he's made up his mind about something, there's no changing it. Those fiend junkies over at Vault 3 have been taking some hits. I say kill them all.
I kinda did that.
I didn't come all the way out here just so we could save the fucking NCR. I'm out. I can't believe you've actually talked me into this. Fine, I'm in. But don't expect me to hold my fire if any NCR troops get in the way.
Of course not. Hell.
Thanks for doing this.
That's probably what I'm gonna do.
Getting them all back together again.
You're welcome.
I'll be honest, when Moreno started going off, I didn't think we'd all be walking out of there in one piece. I still don't know how this is all gonna shake out in the end, but at least the Enclave can atone a bit for all the damage it's done.
Every little bit counts.
I've been wondering about Daisy and the others for so long, I still haven't figured out what I should do. I mean, I'm not like them. I was born at Navarro and my father served with them, but I wasn't really part of the Enclave. It seems presumptuous of me to think I could join the fight, even if this is a cause worth fighting for. Because I know when fighting breaks out at the dam, all hell is going to break loose in Foresight. They're gonna need every doctor they can get. I figured you'd say that. Sometimes staying put is the best thing you can do. I'll leave the fighting to the old war horses. It's what they were made for. I need to go take care of something before I set up at Foresight. I'll see you soon. And again, thanks for your help with the others.
I hope you weren't too attached to Arcade, because he can no longer be a companion now.
Moreno's a stubborn son of a bitch, but he's also tougher than any of us. I'm glad you were able to talk him into staying.
Thank you.
Since Whitman will be staying with the Vertibird, she's offered to give her old suit of power armor to you.
Neat.
You'll need special training to use it properly, so talk to her as soon as you get the chance. The training might take several hours, so keep that in mind.
We've got time.
I hear the Great Khans got massacred again. No survivors this time, though.
Actually, You know what, let's let him believe that.
The NCR is the best bet for the wasteland. I'm glad we'll be helping them out.
I appreciate you keeping Orion in the group. Since I won't be needing my armor, makes the cockpit a bit cramped, you should take it.
Thank you.
It'll take a few hours to show you how to use it properly, so let's get started.
But since we've already, got the power armor training, no need to wait.
The NCR's got its share of warts, but I'd rather have them around than the Legion. We'll be ready, don't worry.
And what about you, Sunshine?
I can't believe I'm going to help the NCR.
See, this is not stealing. It's not. I'm repurposing stuff. I'm giving it new life in a way.
Like I said, I needed to go do something. This is it. It belonged to my father. I thought I might wear it at Hoover Dam, but after you talked me out of it, I didn't see the point in hanging on to it any longer. I'm here because of you, so I figured you're the one most deserving of it. It should protect you from everything short of a plasma caster.
I doubt you'll get hit by one of those.
Anything at all, you know where to find me. It's the least I could do. All I ask is that you put it to good use. This place has lived in the shadow of Caesar for long enough. I may not be the one to help stop him here, but you are. Fortis fortuna adiuvat. Good luck. And goodbye.
Bye. Again, we do this so that he has the best possible ending. We can get him. But now I am over encumbered. There we go. Not encumbered anymore. Or over-encumbered. You know what? I think we've got enough time that we can do a little side quest over at the tops. And who's around here? Who needs to fucking die? And we're gone. Neat. But yeah, one little side quest, one that I was thinking about getting done last time, and then we'll stop. It should not take us long at all. to get finished. Though it is going to involve a lot of back and forth movement. Some more riveting gameplay.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night, some girl was pounding on my door all night.
Hey, fellow, welcome to...
Yeah, I know. You guys hate fun.
Oh,
I get it. You sound like a broken MP3. Christ.
Our rangers are gonna show everyone what happens when we're pissed off.
If you say so.
Hey, welcome to the finest entertainment experience in New Vegas. My name is Tommy Torini, and how can I make your day?
You got a quest for me?
Well, apart from serving as a talent manager, show schedule, and all-around man in charge of this fine theater, I happen to be its headline act. Every night from 8 till midnight, come on by to see the Rat Pack Review live, only right here at the Aces Theater. Well, acts are a bit thin on the ground right now, but every night from 8 to midnight, we got the Rad Pack Review. Songs, dancing, jokes, we got it all. Sure, baby, sure. Tommy's always looking for new talent to bring to the Aces. Tell you what, you see any good acts while you're out wandering, give them my card. If they work out, I'll give you a 3% cut of the door. Just swing back by as you recruit folks. I'll get you your bread.
5.
Ooh, a sharp customer. All right. 5% it is.
There we go.
Take it easy, baby.
I'm trying, but the wasteland, it's short on kindness. Hope. You gotta be rough.
I take my wife everywhere, but somehow she... Hey, come on, pal, I'm trying to put on a show here. You're welcome.
For who, exactly?
All right, then make it snappy, kid. This isn't exactly a lucrative career enterprise here. Yeah? Hey, you're all right. Tell him I'll do it for 100 a night. No, 50. No, 20. 10. Just don't rob me, I'll do it. Whoa, geez, what was I thinking? You're right. I gotta go in there with a cool head. Tell them how much I'm really worth.
Yeah, you do that.
Hey, fellow.
We've already been through this. You hate fun.
No.
Stop it. Learn to be fun. And stop taking my toys.
Well. If it ain't the best loved cat on the strip in my theater, what could Tommy do for you, baby? That comedian, you mean? Yeah. He was a hell of a haggler. Cost me a pretty cap. Hope he's worth it. Here's your 5%. You know it, baby. Take it easy, baby.
Alright, next we head over to the Atomic Wrangler.
That's the guy who killed Caesar.
You're welcome. I have expected somebody to be after me already.
How's it going?
It's going.
Whoa, baby. Am I looking at a mirror? Or are you just that ugly?
Ouch! Hey, look, I know I'm wearing a mask, but still.
What? You mean you're not part of the act?
No.
Huh. Sorry. Thought you were the heckler Garrett hired to spice up the shows.
Stand-up comedy.
Yeesh, is my act that bad? Or are you just that dumb? Yeah, that's right. Got me a nice juicy contract with the management. Okay, I admit it. I ain't exactly rowing in caps here. But what do you want? I'm under contract. I can't get out.
I can maybe see about you getting a job over at the Tops.
Too bad I got this ironclad contract with the Garretts. They'll never let me out of it.
Let me have a word with them.
Huh. Good luck. Garrett's a tough, mean son of a bitch. He's not likely to give up. Let me know if you make any headway. Yeah, go on. Scram.
Yeesh. Pleasant guy, huh?
Doesn't look good. This buildup of forces between the NCR and Legion. Not good at all for business in the long run, if the Legion wins. Now, why would I want to do that? His performances make me quite a lot of money.
Do they?
I admit that thought had crossed my mind. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'd do better with a human act. He's all yours. Bye.
Bye. There you go.
Any luck with Garrett yet? Really? You mean I'm finally out of this shithole? That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, the real prize that we want out of this little side quest is a certain gun. The mysterious Magnum. When I go to the Battle of Hoover Dam, I intend to take all of my unique named weaponry with me. And it'd be nice to have it. Now, whether or not I actually use all of that hardware, well, that remains to be seen. But hey, it's nice to have a piece for every occasion, right?
Hey, fella.
Jesus Christ, how many times have we been through this? You hate fun. We get it. Stop it.
That's the guy who killed Caesar.
Why don't you guys show your appreciation by letting me play more cards here?
Well, well, well. If it ain't the best love cat on the strip in my theater, what could Tommy do for you, baby? That ugly mug with the razor tongue? Dig it, baby. He'll be one hell of a novelty act, just like Tommy promised. Here's your 5%.
Neat. More money for me. I mean, it's not as if I'm hurting for caps at this point. I'm already in the 5 digits. Let's go get our Magnum. And recruit the next act. Some angry locals. Ne'er-do-wells. The malcontent. Okay, so that's how you want to go down. Okay. Okay. There, problem solved. Now give me your shit. Yum. It was best that we got rid of the gnat before we got to our next act. After all, they might have killed him, and at that point I would have lost out on the extra caps and that magnum. I should probably swap out the explosive rounds. As entertaining as it is to use them, they're expensive and they're kind of in short supply for me right now. Oh my god, I'm missing so much. Why do I suck so bad? There we go. At least now we can say we had a little bit of gunfighting, a little bit of action in this part. So it's not entirely dull. Still a bit lacking, though. Hello.
Howdy there, partner. My story's a long one, friend, and I can't say as it's all that interesting. Well, I was born in a little town out Montana way. Me and Ma didn't have much, ever since my pa up and left. That he did. Never did know why. Ma always said he was a real mysterious fella, even when he was with her. Like he was a stranger sometimes.
Like he was a mysterious stranger?
Maybe. Maybe I just never felt like I belonged back home. It sure wasn't easy. Ma worked her fingers to the bone to make sure we had enough to survive. And I worked the coal mines from when I was 15. After Ma died, I guess I wanted to find my pa and get some answers from him. Been out here looking ever since, but he ain't an easy man to find. Can't say as I really know. Maybe I'll just ask him why. Maybe I'll punch him right in the mouth. Hell, the more I talk about it, the more the whole damn thing sounds like a dumb idea.
Is that right?
Maybe I should. Don't suppose you know any place a fella with a guitar might find a job, huh?
As a matter of fact, I just happen to know of a place.
Maybe it's time to give these tired old bones a rest. All right, show me what you've got. I suppose it's only right you get a little something for your troubles. Here, my daddy left me this gun. Guess I don't need it no more.
Thank you. Thank you kindly. Smooth. yeah, we're taking that with us to the Battle of Hoover Dam. Ah, crap, I'm over encumbered. Damn it. Damn it. Maybe if I stuff enough crap down my gullet, I'll be able to move. Yum. There we go. Over encumbered no more.
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
Thank you for not shooting at me, Robot.
Hey, fellow, what?
Jesus Christ, stop it!
That's the guy who killed Caesar.
How about you show your appreciation by stop taking my weapons?
Hey, welcome to the finest entertainment experience in New Vegas. The cowboy act. Yeah, he dropped on in here not too long before you. He's got chops, baby, real chops. And I ain't just talking about that mustache. And like we agreed, here's your fee. 5% of the cut comes to 166 caps. Don't spend them all in one place now, unless it's right here. You know it, baby.
And away we go. One last act and then we'll stop. Oh, holy shit, we're coming up on the 1 hour mark. Thankfully, it won't take us a whole hour to, you know, get our last act. Oh, right, he's upstairs, isn't he? Right? I think. Hi.
Oh, please don't kill me. I swear I'll have... Wait, you don't work for Mr. Bishop, do you?
No.
Sorry, it's just you look like his type, you know?
Ow.
You got that hard-ass wasteland explorer thing going on. Oh, so you have heard of me. Yeah, that's right. I was the big draw at the Shark Club. People used to pay hundreds of caps to see me.
How would you like to take up being a singer again?
Really? The Tops, huh? Well, it's no Shark Club, but I hear security on the Strip is real tight. Even Mr. Bishop wouldn't hit a joint like that.
So?
I'll check it out. Thanks. You don't know Mr. Bishop. He's not like other bosses up there. He knows the wasteland like the back of his hand, and he likes to wander it. I knew if I didn't get way the hell away from New Reno, he'd run me down like a dog. Oh, well, that's all just a big misunderstanding, see? Mr. Bishop, well, he owed me a lot of money, and, you know, he's a busy guy, so I sort of figured I'd just take it off his hands.
Ouch.
I figured it might take him a while to understand his accounting error and cool down a little. Also, I might have, sort of plowed his daughter. A little.
A little?
Thanks. Yeah. See you later.
I'm thinking that maybe it was the whole deal with the daughter that might have pissed him off. And that might be why he wants to skin you alive. The money thing is something you'll get over. The daughter, I don't think that's something you really forgive. Or forget.
Move along.
Anyway, there we have it for our last act. So let's go ahead and collect our caps. Then, yeah, we'll go ahead and stop. It's finally here. Even though, according to Tommy, he was already in there. Video game logic. Don't fight it. Don't argue with it. You'll hurt your head. Oh, for God's sakes. Stop it. Thank fuck this is the last time.
That's the guy who...
Hi.
Well, well, well. You talking about Mr. Isaac? Damn, baby, when you bring them in, you bring them in. That cat's gonna bring me money like you wouldn't believe.
Glad to hear
Here's
it.
your 5%, baby. You enjoy that. Take it easy, baby.
Okay, with that done, let's go ahead and stop here while the stopping's good, and before we hit that 1 hour mark.
Those Legion elite troops are bad blood.
So, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, then consider hitting the likes button, the subscribe button, leaving a comment, and hitting that bell to stay updated with more videos from me. With that, this is Heero Uzuki, signing off. The things I do to get a better outcome for everyone, to be a nice guy around here. Truly, kindness is in short supply around the wasteland. Why am I the only one handing it out?